Aldric, why is it so cheap? Is it haunted? Hi, I'm Aldric Toyad. I'm a real estate negotiator with RGroup Sdn Bhd. My RAD number is 32167. When people ask whether a property is haunted, this refers to a condition known as a psychologically defective condition or a psychologically defective building. It is not an actual physical defective state, but it's more of a perceptual psychological. Another term for psychologically defective buildings are, of course, stigmatized properties. Now, there are 6 reasons why, or 6 instances when a property is considered a stigmatized property. First, a criminal stigma. Basically, when a property, is caught to be a criminal den, prostitution den, it was used to manufacture illegal drugs, illegal substances, to use for illegal gambling, things like that. That's the first. Second, the debt stigma. Once upon a time, Malaysia was plagued by the loan shark phenomenon, where loan sharks, illegal money lenders, would splash red paint on properties, commercial, industrial, real estate, to remind the borrowers of the outstanding debt before making the next step, next aggression. So when people talk, this idea got stuck in the community, and the neighbors realize that, and it's hard until the community completely changes, or until people ignores or forgets about the fact. That stigma will stick to that premise. The third is the minimal stigma. Minimal stigma is when in a community, less than majority, or maybe a small fraction, believe that that building is psychologically defective. Maybe people who believe in Bomo, so they've been talking. So in a community of 1,000, probably 100 believe. So the older folks, or in a way, to a certain degree, you can say bad omen. People believe following a certain set of belief customs. Yeah. The opposite of that is, of course, public stigma. Public stigma is when a large group of community members, large group of community believes that the place is psychologically defective. A good example are famous haunted houses, the Amityville house, where the property value will be affected for good or for bad. People may want it, people may not want it. Those who want it may turn it into an attraction. Those who don't want it, it's a larger bulk of the market. The second, third, fourth, the sixth, okay, the next stigma, is the murder-suicide. Of course, when it comes to unnatural death, murder, suicide, these are not so good. It leaves a psychological imprint on the property. It hurts the family of the victim, but of course, the community, again, people being social creatures, we talk. That house has, someone died there. I'm sure you've heard of many stories, especially online. Haunted buildings, haunted this, tenant, a guest died there, haunting this, haunting that. Which leads me to the next stigma, basically the phenomena stigma, hauntings. Phenomena stigma also, stigmas also do not mean negative, tragedy per se. In our culture, in the East, people try to avoid certain numbers. If you've encountered that, I don't want to buy house number 7. I don't want to buy house number 13. I don't want to buy house number 6. I know for a fact, some people are some developers are relabeling a whole floor, or even omitting that label. One commercial property where I used to work in, the developer or the managers labeled it 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no 4, even though technically there's a 4th floor. The more prevalent practice is floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, 3A, then floor 5. So like 13, 13A, 15, that sort of thing. For some Western cultures, they avoid the number 13. Some Judeo-Christian cultures avoid the number 6. Again, some would say cite feng shui reasons. So these are basically stigmatized properties. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, it depends on the buyer. So the approach to this, the best practice is to disclose the stigmatized property. What condition, what psychological defect exists for that property, and let the tenant make a decision. Surprisingly enough, many people may not care. They say it's okay, I don't mind, it's cheaper than the market rate, I don't mind, I'll call in an ustaz, I'll call in a guru, I'll call in a sifu, a sensei, a priest, it's alright. But what is the issue which many people deal with is, at the end of the day, the buying experience or the renting experience. No one wants to find out after they've bought the property, after they've signed the contract, after they're staying there, they've moved everything in, to realize, hey, whispers, neighbors, hey, why you people there, stay there, it's haunted. Okay, that is not a pleasant experience. So for buyers, my advice to sellers is please tell us. Of course, buyers will be asking agents, property real estate agents, real estate negotiators, why is the owner selling it at a cheaper price? So, people talk, owners may try to keep quiet, but the community talks. And it will be very unpleasant if it goes out online, they stumble it by accident, especially commercial properties, especially residential properties. Industrial people may not give that much of a thought. So if you have any questions on stigmatized properties and the like, any other questions on real estate, property related, property investment related, feel free to get in touch with me. I'm Aldric Toyad once again. You can contact me on my mobile 019-8831-326. Again, 9-8831-326. So I hope you have a great day ahead. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.